Hey, good morning. This is Rusty 78609, live and in color from Central Texas, USA at 9:08 a.m. Central Standard Time. 68 top-down degrees, a little overcast today, and we may have some showers, but not much. It's spring in Central Texas, folks. We got bluebonnets blooming and all kind of wildflowers, and the trees are all green, lime green. They're just budding out. And I'm on my way to Wally World for something. I got it on my list. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, well, we're going to get to the point here, Rusty. Get to the point, guy. Today, as y'all may know, most of the subscribers and viewers know that I have a trash can that I named Matilda, because I got trash service for the first time in 12 years, about 6 months ago, 5 months ago, whenever it was. And they brought me a big old trash can, and I immediately named it Matilda. Why? I don't know. But as it turned out, I got to checking I remember I started singing the song, Waltzing Matilda, who'll go waltzing Matilda with me? Well, come to find out, there's a lot to that Waltzing Matilda song. There's a story, actually. It's an Australian song, and it's kind of, as I was reminded by a viewer from Australia, that it's kind of like the Yellow Rose of Texas is to us Texans. So it's a very, it has status. In other words, it's a proud song. So, having given you a little introduction, since I have a trash can named Matilda, I just thought I would add a little flavor to that song. It is a story. It is a story. Waltzing Matilda doesn't mean it's not about a dancing lesson. It's about a swag man. A swag man is like a drifter, a hobo. And I'll probably get some corrections from people out of Australia on what I say here, because this is just on what I Googled and found out. But a swag is a bag, and a swag man carried his pack on his back or wherever he carried it, and he was called a swag man. He traveled around Australia and out back, which was very, very difficult. And he named his bag Matilda. So the swag man's bag was called Matilda. Why? Because it gave him somebody to talk to when he's walking along. Just like me, I go along in my car when I go Prius camping, and don't think I don't talk to myself in my car. Yo. But it was company. Like I have my its, which are like a presence. Well, a swag man had Matilda. And whenever he said, who will come to waltzing Matilda with me, he meant like, who's going to come, with their bag, and we'll go walking together, or maybe if you want to carry my bag, I'm not sure. But he also had, along with that, in the rest of that song, there's several words that us USA people have never heard of. And one of them is a tucker bag, because he carried a tucker bag. Well, a tucker bag is a place to put his food. Tucker was food, so therefore his food went in a tucker bag. Genius. So he had his tucker bag and his swag, and away he went. But while he was traveling in this song, he catches a jumbug. Jumbug is a sheep. And he put the jumbug in his tucker bag, because I guess he was going to have it for lunch later, or something, or some of it, or all of it. And he got caught by the landlord, I guess, or the person that owned the land, that owned the jumbug, the sheep. And he apparently called the local sheriff on him, and so they were coming to get him, and he knew it. The swag man knew they were coming to get him. So he jumped in a billabong. A billabong is a pond, I guess, like a small stock tank or something, or maybe it's a big pond, I'm not sure. But it was a billabong. And so he jumps in the pond, and he says, "You'll never take me alive." And apparently he drowns. And so that pond has been haunted by this swagman ever since. And maybe all the ponds in Australia are haunted by swagmen, and that's where the song gets its flavor. But it's just a song that it just hits me right. You know what I mean? It just, come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he caught him a sheep, put it in his tucker bag, and was headed out and got caught. And to hell with going to jail, and he drowned himself. I can relate to all of that. Believe me, trust me, I can. God dang. Anyway, for you people in Australia that watch this video, don't be too hard on me. I mean, I tried to give it the right flavor, because it is a great song, and I listened to it this morning again. I listen to it every now and then, all the way through, because to me, it doesn't have a sad ending. It has kind of a happy ending to me, because they didn't get the old swag man. He fooled them, okay? And get that out of the way. So, again, this is me, Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA. And I did full-time RV for over 20 years. I pulled a travel trailer out in western USA, and I also now go camping in a Toyota Prius. I live in it for a few weeks at a time, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 times a year. Depends on how I feel. I'm getting older. I'm 71, and you notice it. 60 you don't notice too much, but at 70, you start to feel it a little bit. I don't have aches and pains. I don't take any medication or any of that crap. Vision's okay, teeth are okay, feel all right, so I can't complain. And but anyway, for any of you people that are interested in RVing or going in an RV anywhere or doing it, and are going car camping or camping in a Toyota Prius, check out my playlist on my channel homepage at Rusty 78609. Just click on playlists and select the ones you want to watch. A lot of good stuff there, shows some campgrounds, shows some ways to do things and stuff like that. I try to put in stuff that would help me if I was starting out, so I did that. And it's a beautiful day, I got to tell you. It's 65 degrees right now. No wind. Yesterday was windy all day. Later on, I'm going to try to do that review of that item I got in the mail, and we'll talk about that later. In fact, I may combine it with mail call this afternoon if I get any mail. If I don't get any mail, it won't make any difference. But here we go, folks, around the curve. This is the Texas Hill Country for you new guys. Central Texas, USA, north of Austin, Texas, about 80 miles. Called the Highland Lakes area of Texas, also called Texas Hill Country, because there's little rolling hills in here, and it's really pretty. I chose to live here. I've been wanting to live here a long time, and about 20 years ago I came up here. I've come in and out of here a lot, but I finally bought me a home base about 14 years ago, and I have lived on it for about 12 years. I've had an RV there. I've got one that's just parked there now that I live in. It's a 26-foot J-Code J-Flight bunkhouse model under an aluminum cover, and but it works fine. And. So, having said all that, guys, I put Matilda out by the street today. Matilda is my trash can again, and she is a trashy lady. She has some trashy habits, has been pointed out by one of my viewers many times. And she's waiting to be handled by the garbage men. She likes that crap. So she's out again. She missed last week because I was traveling, but she's double ready today. So having said that, guys, also, if you want to contact me, as I've mentioned in other videos, and I ain't begging, I'm just telling you the way it is, folks, they ended the fan funding at YouTube, Google on February the 28th this year. And that was a little income for me, because some people would actually fan fund my channel. So, to allow that to continue, I've got me a P.O. box. And for those of you that want to correspond with me, Rusty 78609, you can just send a letter or whatever to Rusty at P.O. Box 1446, Kingsland, Texas 78609. And I will get it, and I will thank you, and your correspondence will go in the bucket of honor. And having said that, from Central Texas, USA, this is Rusty 78609 signing out. Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy USA made. If you live in other countries, buy what your country makes. It'll help your country too. But anyway, buy USA made. Take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Why? It relieves stress. It helps. Do that several times a day. You will find that it helps you feel better. Also, drink plenty of water. 3 quarts of water a day will not hurt you. 3 liters for you other people all over the world, about the same thing. Will make you feel better because it washes out all the bad stuff. Then stretch your little muscles and walk. And if you live in a house or apartment or somewhere and you don't feel safe getting outside, you can walk around the interior of your home. You know, just stand up and do something. You'll feel better, and you'll be around to see this video if it ever gets posted. So anyway, guys, adios, bye-bye from Texas, USA.